trivia question to you is, what comedy villain had to be told $1 million isn't exactly a lot of money nowadays? Put it in the comments. First one to get it right gets pinned to the top, and you know what? If there's more than one, I'll pin you to the top. It's okay, but I think we all know which one I'm thinking of. That would be another good reading also, actually, on that character alone. Hilarious. Tonight, we have a classic, How the Grinch Stole Christmas TV special. So it's the cartoon that hopefully everyone has seen. If not, guess what you're going to be watching this holiday season? It is not the Jim Carey one, which I should probably read about also, because that one is a classic too. Do me a favor, if you would, please, in the comments. Since multi-generational this channel is, I just said that like Yoda, but yeah, there are many different age groups that watch this channel, and I'm curious if you prefer How the Grinch Stole Christmas TV special or How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carey, the full-length feature film version. Leave it in the comments. I'll probably also make a poll, though, to just to see. And without further ado, let's read about the Christmas special version, the TV special, that is, of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, also known as Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, is a 1966 American animated television special directed and co-produced by Chuck Jones. It is based on the 1957 children's book of the same name by Dr. Seuss and tells the story of the Grinch, who tries to ruin Christmas for the townsfolk of Whoville below his mountain hideaway. Originally telecast in the United States on CBS on December 18th, 1966, it went on to become a perennial holiday special. The special features the voice of Boris Karloff as the Grinch and the narrator. The plot. The Grinch is a surly, antisocial green creature with a heart 2 sizes too small, who lives alone in a cave atop Mount Crumpet, located above the village of Whoville. He especially hates Christmas and has always been annoyed by the town's Christmas celebrations. One Christmas Eve, he finally decides to stop Christmas Day from coming to Whoville by disguising himself as Santa Claus, his dog Max as a reindeer, and, in a reversal of Santa's visit, steal all the gifts, decorations, and symbols of Christmas. Once loaded, he plans on dumping the bags of stolen goods. His plan is nearly thwarted by a toddler named Cindy Lou Who, but is otherwise undetected. As the Grinch reaches the summit of Mount Crumpet, ready to dump the bags, he discovers that the citizens of Whoville, despite having no gifts or decorations, have gathered in the middle of town to sing as Christmas Day dawns. Realizing that Christmas means more than just material possessions, the Grinch's heart grows 3 sizes. He saves the sleigh, returns the presents and the other belongings to the Whos, and joins in the town's Christmas celebration by carving the roast beast. And the production. Director Chuck Jones and children's book author Ted Geisel, Dr. Seuss, had worked together on the Private Snafu training cartoons at Warner Brothers Cartoons during World War II. Jones was interested in adapting one of Geisel's books into a television special and approached him to turn How the Grinch Stole Christmas into one in time for the holiday season. Although Geisel was initially reluctant due to his unpleasant experiences making the film The 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T, he eventually agreed. How the Grinch Stole Christmas was produced by the Cat in the Hat Productions in association with the television and animation divisions of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer Studios, where Jones was under contract at the time. CBS, coming off the the surprise success of A Charlie Brown Christmas a year before allotted Jones and MGM a $315,000 budget, around $2,465,000 in 2018, more than 4 times what Bill Melendez was offered to produce A Charlie Brown Christmas. Jones questioned how to make a Christmas special without the typical elements, Orthodox religion, Santa, etc. He came up with an answer which Jones said, "Write our new carols in Susian Latin. After all, Fahufores Dahudores seem to have as much authenticity as Adeste Fideles to those unauthored in Latin." The song Trim Up the Tree with Christmas Stuff was written in a square dance type form by Albert Haig. Due to Cindy Lou, whose appealing, cute design, Jones redesigned her as seeming to be the great-granddaughter of the Grinch in appearance, reluctantly having her role parted down, which broke Jones's heart. The character Max was set up as an observer and victim, and, according to the animation director, in the same way as Porky Pig and Daffy Duck in Duck Dodgers or Robin Hood Daffy. The special required 11 to 14 months of production time, 15,000 drawings and cells, 250 background layout drawings, 1,200 character layout drawings, 60 musicians working for 8 hours to finish the special. The original broadcast was sponsored by the Foundation for Full Service Banks, whose sponsor plugs within the original airing were later edited out for subsequent broadcasts. The entirety of the book's text, with some slight embellishment, was adapted into the special to pad the special to a full 30-minute time slot. Songs and animated sequences without words, the longest being an extended scene in which the Grinch and Max comically descend into Whoville, were added. As all the major networks had flipped to full-color schedules by 1966, the special was likewise produced in color, establishing the Grinch's color, white in the two-tone illustrations of the original book, as green, a convention used in later television specials featuring the character as well as the 2000 live-action and 2018 3D animated film adaptations. The broadcast. The half-hour with commercials short was originally telecast in the United States on CBS on December 18, 1966. CBS repeated it annually during the Christmas season until 1987. It was then seen multiple times per year on Turner-owned properties, first TNT, then TBS, and then Cartoon Network, and the WB returned it to broadcast television by adding its own annual screening in 2001. TBS and TNT both still air the special now annually during the holiday season, twice a year now, along with NBC2 as well. ABC took over the special after the WB ceased operations in 2006. NBC acquired the rights in 2015. Its deal with Warner Bros. Allows 2 broadcasts per season, currently scheduled for the first week of December and Christmas night. The Christmas night broadcast has been later followed by the airing of the 2000 film of the same name. The reception. The special was released in the midst of a wave of animated holiday specials, joining a number of other 1960s productions, such as 1964's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, 1965's A Charlie Brown Christmas, and 1969's Frosty the Snowman, that have come to be regarded as classics. Critic Rick Dubrow compared it favorably to those specials at the time, saying it was probably as good as most of the other holiday cartoons. The critical consensus on Rotten Tomatoes, which gives the special a 100% approval rating, reads, "How the Grinch Stole Christmas brings an impressive array of talent to bear on an adaptation that honors a classic holiday story and has rightfully become a Yuletide tradition of its own. The special continues to be popular in Nielsen ratings, with its 2010 airing, the last of many times it had aired that year, persons 18 to 49 and finishing second in overall viewers. TV Guide ranked the special number 1 on its 10 best family holiday specials list. How the Grinch Stole Christmas was released to VHS, Betamax, CED, and Laserdisc by MGM UA Home Video in the 1980s and was reissued several times. The special was released to the VHS and DVD formats in 1999 and 2000 by Warner Home Video, which acquired the rights to the MGM library in the late 1990s via their purchase of Turner Entertainment. MGM had earlier released it on DVD in 1997. The 1997 DVD release featured another Seuss-based special, Horton Hears a Who, while the 2000 DVD also added an audio commentary by lead animator Phil Roman and June Foray, interviews with Albert Haig and Thurl Ravenscroft, and the special edition documentary, which aired alongside the special on TNT in 1994. The DVD was well received for these bonus features, but also criticized for its subpar picture quality. Many critics pointed out that the Grinch looked yellow, not green, in this release. The special was released on DVD in 2006 and labeled as a 50th Birthday Deluxe Edition. That labeling refers to the 1957 date of the book's publication rather than to the date of the 1966 TV special. This DVD release featured a new retrospective featurette and contained all the bonus features from the previous release, except for the audio commentary, and the Grinch was restored to his original green color. This edition is also available as part of the 4-disc Classic Christmas Favorites box set. The special was again re-released on DVD with Phil Roman's and June Foray's audio commentary replacing the Horton Hears a Who bonus special. The special was released on high-definition Blu-ray disc in 2009 with the title changed to Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It contained all the bonus features from the 2000 DVD, except for Horton Hears a Who, and also included a DVD of the special and a digital copy. On September 23, 2012, it featured on the Dr. Seuss Holidays on the Loose DVD set, along with Halloween is Grinch Night and The Grinch Grinches The Cat in the Hat. The soundtrack. 3 songs with lyrics were included in the special: Welcome Christmas, Trim Up the Tree, and You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. The last of these was performed by Thurl Ravenscroft. The other 2 were performed by a chorus representing the voices of the Who's. None of the vocalists were credited at the time. On December 18th, 1966, MGM released a soundtrack LP in conjunction with the television special. CD releases include albums produced by Island 1995 and Mercury Records. In the recorded version, Boris Karloff does all voices, including Cindy Lou Who. The song You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, which comically describes the level of the Grinch's despicable nature, includes all verses with their original rhyming lyrics, and the isolated song tracks have different durations due to being re-recorded. On October 5th, 1999, Rhino Entertainment released a new CD soundtrack, which included the soundtrack for another Dr. Seuss cartoon, Horton Hears a Who. Both story collections contain selected dialogue and music numbers. The isolated music tracks in this edition are taken directly from the television soundtrack and are not the re-recorded tracks from earlier versions. The dialogues are the originals, being voiced by Boris Karloff for Grinch and Hans Conried for Horton. Because Thurl Ravenscroft was not credited in the closing credits of the 1966 television special as singing the song You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, it is sometimes attributed to Boris Karloff. After becoming aware of this oversight, Seuss himself called Ravenscroft and apologized profusely, and later wrote letters to columnists journalists nationwide, telling them that it was Ravenscroft who provided vocals for the musical number. Ravenscroft would become a staple in several of Seuss's later television specials, voicing one of the Wickersham brothers in Horton Hears a Who and a factory worker in The Lorax. Karloff received a Grammy Award in the spoken word category, the only major performing award of his career for the album. Prequels and follow-ups. A television special called Halloween is Grinch Night, created by Des Petits Frelang Enterprises, aired on ABC in 1977, 11 years after the Christmas special. This special involved a tale of the Grinch coming down to haunt the Who's every Halloween. Though less successful than the original, it was awarded an Emmy. A later cartoon, The Grinch's The Cat in the Hat, alternatively titled The Cat in the Hat Gets Grinched, aired on ABC in 1982. Though credited to Des Petits Frelang, it was produced by Marvel Productions, which had taken over Des Petits Frelang in 1981. This concludes our Grinch presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. That was pretty good stuff. Special thanks to Thurl Ravenscroft, right? Not getting the credit for those awesome vocals on You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. It's difficult. You can't sing when you're whispering, you see? So the tone doesn't come across as it should. But I need to go watch it and drink cocoa. I think I'm gonna put a snow effect while I'm doing this one. I think all of the Christmas videos should get falling snow in the background. What do you think? I think so. I also notice I enjoy these videos more when I don't talk off topic, when I don't talk at the beginning or the end, so I may stop doing that. See, I listen to these videos to go to sleep too, and I notice I wake up during the times when I'm off topic or when I lose the plot. Speaking of which, I hear an airplane coming, so I'm gonna leave. I wish you a good night and happy holidays, and I'll talk to you in the